guys, I am definitely doing a new video today. Elephant in the room, I have done something to my hand. I think it's a tendon flare-up, that's what the doctor said. She told me to wear a brace and she prescribed me some medication for it. Pretty much after I finish the medication, if I'm still having issues, I have to go back and figure out what's going on. I have a bunch of new, not a whole bunch of makeup, but just things that I saw that were new that I haven't seen anyone talk about. For starters, it being this Wet n Wild Winnie the Pooh collection for the 100-year anniversary. They came out with these little keychain eyeshadows, which is like, that's like a trend right now for some reason. I don't know why. I think the packaging is cute, 100%. That's what made me buy it. And I thought the Eeyore one was the cutest one. I did buy all 4 blushes because I thought all of the blush pots were cute. I've got Tigger and Piglet. They both are really cute. Tigger is an orange blush, Piglet is a pink blush, and Eeyore. Eeyore is a purple blush, and Winnie the Pooh is a red blush. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Winnie and Tigger are blushes, and Piglet and Eeyore are highlighters. I thought they were all blushes. That changes things, but they're really cute in their packaging. I saw a TikTok where it said to just try brown eyeliner. So that's what we're gonna do, because I ended up buying my favorite eyeliner in brown. And then I saw this new NYX Epic Inky Sticks eyeliner. It's like a cream gel liner and it's in Electric Emerald. This matched my hair, so I had to buy it. I'm actually going to change my mind. I think I'm going to hold off on this for another day. We're still going to use the blush and the highlighter, but I'm going to stick with the brown and the green eyeliner. But first, I'm going to prep with my Morphe eye primer, just so that I have a blank canvas. We're going to attempt drawing on this eyeliner. I fear I grabbed the very light brown. There was like 4 different brown shades in the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is milk chocolate, but we're gonna keep rolling with it because we're gonna give it a shot. Not the worst wing I've ever drawn, so we're gonna try to mimic this on the other side. Okay, they're definitely not twins, but we can work with it. I actually like the shape of this one more than this one, so we're gonna try to finick with it a little. I will also say this is the first I've tried a different color in the Epic Ink eyeliner, and it's not as pigmented. I really want to try the sparkly ones of these, but I feel like they're a gimmick. Okay, I think this is as close as they're gonna get. Not bad for having tendon issues. Ooh, okay, this is kind of interesting. It says it's metallic, and it has a button you use to push it out of the thing. It is metallic. It's not as green as I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be as green as the packaging, and it's not. I was hoping it would be as green as my hair and vibrant. So that kind of makes me like not want to put it on. I'll try it out. I just don't think it's gonna go with this vibe. To make this brown look work really cool, we're gonna take this ColourPop palette to kind of like marry into this brown eyeliner. I will say with the brace on, it's not that difficult doing makeup. It's just slowing me down because I have to be a little slower at what I'm doing than what I normally am used to. Okay, now that we look like we definitely need to blend this out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a fluffy brush like this. This is a really, really old Morphe brush from like Charleston Chew collab, but we're gonna go around and buff just to kind of diffuse that harsh line. Next, we're gonna go with the shade Your Everything and just kind of deepen up that inner crease. Yeah, that looks really good. We're gonna take Soul Reader, which is the black, and just take it a step further right here. And then I'm pretty much just gonna go back and forth until this is blended, and then go back and forth with that brush that had the loose setting powder on it to really buff out the harsh edge. Just gotta trust the process. I'm gonna go back in with You're Sorta Beautiful and kind of buff right here. I use this Melt Cosmetics Gold Ore highlighter, and we're just gonna, wow, that's dirty. We're just gonna slap her right here and then kind of pat her out with our ring finger. This is definitely a look we're just winging it at this point. So before we use any of our other products, we're gonna do the base. It's a literal honey pot. Smack roll of honey. How do you get it out? With your finger? I'm assuming. This is the Winnie the Pooh shade. That is very, very pigmented. And this is the Tigger shade. This one's not as scary. Whoa, they're like, oh, they're like jelly-like. That's weird. Like, I feel like I'm dipping my finger in Jello. That's a cute little blush of color. And it's got a dewy finish. So I'm not a big fan of dewy finishes. That's pretty damn pretty. We're gonna try the other one since they're not that, they're like, you could build them up for pigment. I feel like clean girls would eat this up. Winnie the Pooh one on this side. This one's a smidgen more, no, they're about the same pigment-wise. They're cute though, I will say that. I do like the very soft touch of blush. However, this is not something I would normally pick up. And we're gonna see how it lays under makeup, because with how jelly it is, we're gonna see how it sets. That is really cute. I feel like for someone who's doing like an everyday, like no makeup look, these would be perfect for. We're just using my normal setting powder to set the face. Okay, she's still a little dewy after setting her, but I'm glad that it doesn't like make your makeup glide everywhere. And we're gonna add that right here. Like, this is the pigment I wish it would have given. And then I would probably like not bitch about it. Okay, for Piglet, ooh, this is Piglet's. There's that jelly consistency again. This one has like pink gold reflex. I got a feeling Eeyore is blue. Oh, no. Eeyore is definitely more pink. That is, Eeyore's is really cute. Piglet's is more of a gold. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see that. We're going to do Eeyore's and just put her right on top. The highlighters, I think I could get behind as long as it's not a windy day. These are not going to dry down. I'm just going to let you know that now, because I was looking at the ingredients and it definitely has mineral oil in it. This is what the look ended up looking like. Say I can still do my makeup with the Tenon Flare. I am a little disappointed in the makeup products I picked up. Winnie the Pooh blushes, first ingredient was mineral oil, and that is usually the culprit of why there's like sliding around in patches. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Put a little video here to show you guys like patches and stuff, but it like moves your foundation around because it's got that oil in there. The highlighter looks great. I love that aspect, but I'm not a dewy person and I don't like that it's not drying down. So that's my biggest beef with it. I liked the pigment, I liked the glitter. I think the blush could have been a little more pigmented, but I think this is meant for someone who likes having dewy makeup looks. I liked the NYX brow pen. However, I think I could have gone a shade darker for brown. It's cute, don't get me wrong, but the fact that I had to like go over the eyeliner a couple times just to show off the pigment was kind of annoying. Maybe I'm just so used to my regular Epic Ink black being so pigmented that I am kind of critiquing it a little more than what it should be. But other than that, I think it's a really good shade. I just wish it would have had a little more pigment so you wouldn't have to go over it like 4 times. But I think this look is pretty. I think it's manageable. I don't think you'd be able to tell that I don't like what is on my face. I did not get the chance to use the eyeshadow palette. I didn't really know where I was going with this makeup look, okay? I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. But if you are interested in seeing me use this, I will use it in a future video. That's all that I got for you guys today, so I will see you guys on the next one.